Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
Back there is Tucker. I mean, way back there is Tucker, because we are in the 2022 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. It says so here in our seats, and everywhere else, Toyota. And in this video...
Oh, I saw one with my little eyes. Roll it down.
With his little eyes.
And in this video, we'll tell you what this vehicle is like for our family of three. It's real life,
wild ride.
folks. Real
Wild
life.
ride.
All right, Holly. So you have taken this around without me, and you came home with opinions.
I came home with lots of opinions.
I don't feel like you were gone long enough to have lots of opinions, but
It's made an impression.
hopefully a good one, because it has also made an impression on me. Care to enlighten the rest of us?
Well, okay, I see what all you people out there are saying about engines big trucks making noise.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, that's loud. Ooh, I kind of like it.
Interesting. Because I think I'm about to burst your bubble.
Is it fake?
It's fake.
I like it. Look, that does not bother me at all. I do not care if it comes from the engine or not.
So
I mean, I don't think I'd get an EV with is it an EV? It's not an EV. Oh, okay. Well, you surprised me on the other one. I don't think I'd get like an EV and purposefully have it make noise, but
Okay. As far as I know, there's only one EV that's even been teased at us that makes engine noises, but that's for a later date. So.
Well, and then also, I just wanted to apologize for anyone who has been in Tyler the past few days and has seen a big orange truck trying to park itself, because that was me. I apologize. This is a huge vehicle. It's been a long time since my safari days, and it's taken some getting used to that I'm not used to yet.
So, why don't we kind of work through this a little methodically so that we make sure we cover all the bases. First and foremost, let's talk about the outside of this thing.
I don't like orange.
Okay, I know this. I've tried many times to persuade you otherwise, because growing up, orange was one of my favorite colors.
Yeah, orange would not be my choice for this vehicle. But that aside, because I know you can change the color, I like the way it looks. I think it's really fun, cool, big. It's a truck.
It very much is. When this came out, and I even fall into this camp, the front end design was very polarizing and many people didn't like it. What are your thoughts on that big, brash, bold grille?
Oh, you don't like it?
I didn't.
Oh.
I've come around.
I mean, I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Very much in your face.
It's in your face.
As is...
everything else about this truck.
The color, the fact that this one's a TRD Pro, it sits up higher, so it's a bigger version of an already big truck. We get the black on the hood.
All of the angles are very straight.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a soft angled truck, but there's a lot of, it's chiseled. That's a good word.
Yeah. That brings us to the inside. What are your thoughts spending some time in here?
I really like the inside.
Yeah.
You know, I don't shy away from an interior that can get dirty.
Right.
If that makes sense, which is what this looks like, but...
especially with these rubber floor mats.
The rubber floor mats, but there's a lot of different textures that make it very interesting. My favorite is this.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it.
It kind of like wants to be carbon fiber, but it's not. I mean,
I want to say that the big Toyota on the dashboard is unnecessary, but I still like it.
Well, that only comes on this TRD Pro model. The luxury capstone trim gets open pore walnut wood right here.
Oh.
So, Tundra for all flavors.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on this massive 14-inch screen right here?
Well, when we started our introduction, I was looking at it expecting to see us
Like a TV
because it
screen?
was like a TV screen, because it's just, you look over here and your eyes go straight to it. I haven't played around with it a whole lot for functionality, but I mean, I like it. It's big enough, looks easy. Kinda looks like
CarPlay
a cell
fills
phone.
the entire thing, which makes CarPlay super easy and convenient to use on here. When you hit the camera button, it makes the camera views absolutely massive. I go into more detail in the off-road camera modes on this screen, but having this massive screen really comes in handy on all things for that nature. I think it works very well. This is one of the first implementations of Toyota's in-house infotainment. We sampled it in the Lexus LX600, which shares a platform with this. Same essential powertrain, although this one is a hybrid. Did you know that?
It is.
Yes.
Nope, I did not know that.
So one of the catches with this one being a hybrid, this TRD Pro model only comes as a hybrid. It's a twin turbo V6, and the batteries are back under Tucker. So there is absolutely zero under seat storage in the back, because that's where all of the hybrid batteries are. But this thing, twin turbo V6, and it makes a lot of power. Power.
Well, I definitely can feel the power.
Yeah, what's it like driving it around?
It's big. which I have already said that I don't mind big if it's a truck.
Right.
Okay.
You're a fan of big vehicles.
I'm a fan of big trucks.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily a fan of big anything else. But yes, I am a fan of big trucks, but it has taken some getting used to. The front end, it kind of tricks you a little bit because it feels a little short. But then your back end is very long, so I've found, like, when I'm in traffic, that I'm looking at the side mirror for when it gives you the indication that you have somebody in your blind spot, and I'm like, geez, how long is this guy going to be in my blind spot? But it's because the tail end is so much further than I'm used to.
Yes.
Speaking of mirrors, the rear view mirror, it's a camera too, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Voila!
Yes, I don't like it.
No.
Not necessarily the camera part, because I do kind of like that.
Yeah.
Especially in long vehicles.
Right. Especially if you have the bed loaded up with stuff.
What I don't like is the little spinny knob holder thing.
Okay. The adjustment?
Yes. But it's not just a regular adjustment.
Right.
It's one of those knot things that
A
goes
ball
around
joint.
in a ball joint. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It is hard to adjust it straight, and then you have all of the buttons because it's also a camera. So I'm like turning on the camera, I'm turning off the camera.
Interesting.
It's still not straight. It's bugging the crap out of me.
Very, very stout. But it stays where you leave it.
Yeah, but when we're switching back and forth drivers.
Yeah, touche. So screen up there, screen behind the steering wheel. What are your thoughts on the gauge cluster being a full screen?
There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on back there. Front and center, you've got a digital speedometer surrounded by a digital analog tach, and then just so much other information all the way around it.
Yeah, now that I've been driving it a little bit, it's not as overwhelming as some of the other cars that we've driven, but there is a lot going on up there.
Yep. Going back to the engine, twin turbo V6, we are currently seeing 16 mpg in our 100 plus miles of driving. So that's mixed city and highway driving. So doing pretty good for, again, a vehicle of this size. And then to the right of the tach, you have got your turbo speed. And then to the right of that, you've got your max, your battery power for the hybrid powertrain of this. So lots of stuff to monitor and keep your eyes on back there. And oh yeah, there's also your digital lane keeping and your adaptive cruise control all down below everything. So there's a lot going on over there.
There is a lot going on down there.
And as you just pointed out, all 4 windows are express up and down. One touch. Very nice touch.
It is nice.
In this TRD Pro. I really
you appreciate that.
I do. I also like our good friend Tim Esterdahl at Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk has gone on and on and on about this armresting shelf. I
don't think I will be resting my eyes. Maybe my head.
I like it. It works well for me. It is definitely a different layer, but it's just another interesting place to rest your arm, even with the windows up. So that's really
Your
nice.
arm should be at 10 and 2.
Well, I'm not driving, so.
Well, you're not, but I am.
What about storage in here? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's plenty of storage.
So we've got this little tray that slides back and forth and opens to this massive cave down here, which you can also lift this up. So I think for us, this is a pretty good solution, because now you don't have to tell me to move my arm for you to be able to get in here, right?
Yeah.
Just slide that back.
Yeah.
And then if you need something a little bit bigger, boom, there you go.
There you go.
Toyota has put in their first aid kit here, but you even have this adjustable section that you can reposition.
So you have options. I like options.
Storage options. So yeah, right here you've got this little removable piece that you can place in a few different spots in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it back where I found it, because when you have this closed, it's a nice little cubby hole for, you know, whatever may be right there.
We lost someone.
We lost somebody? Kind of saw it coming.
I know.
Well, getting my son's forward-facing Graco car seat, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks of how to utilize this folding back seat to your advantage. First, you want to lift the headrest and go ahead and drop your top tether back there and latch it into place. Make sure it's good and snug. And then you want to snug it up as much as you can before latching the seat back into place, making sure to leave that tether pull right up there above and exposed. The lower latches are not easily seen, but are very easily accessed. Not a lot of seat material around them. Then you have plenty of room to get in here and really snug up the lower latches here. Once you get those in place, then you can finish snugging up the rear latch back here, because you really want to make sure this is snug and in place. But that folding rear seat really makes being able to latch the top latch on the back of the seat versus the bulkhead a whole lot easier, really emphasizing the IIHS's top safety pick plus rating of this family vehicle full-size pickup truck. Talk about the ride in this. It is quite comfortable. It does ride like a truck, but what are your thoughts on the ride? Obviously it puts someone to sleep.
The ride is really nice. I mean, it does ride like a truck, but I have found that it does have a get up and go.
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't have a problem with that.
No, it is one of the quickest pickup trucks we've tested outside of the F-150 Lightning, because...
But it's dangerous because it gets up and go, and I'm expecting a smaller vehicle.
Or a slower acceleration?
No.
Oh.
I'm just like, because it gets up and goes so fast.
Okay.
I have to consciously remember I've got a tailgate, a truck bed back there,
Yep.
and not to whip over into traffic.
Yeah.
Quickly.
So its power kind of hides its size, is what you're saying.
That is what I'm saying.
Anything else going on in here that really stands out to you? That steering wheel. We haven't even talked about.
It's a nice steering wheel. I do like the steering wheel.
So you've got the red stripe at top dead center. So if you are, doing some off-road adventuring, when just out of your peripheral when you're heading straight forward. So that's very nice. They carry that over here, probably just for aesthetics' sake. But
I like it.
Yeah.
I do. I like it. It's kind of got, it's round, but it's got the TRD kind of flat. I don't know. I like it.
Yep.
I like it. I feel like the seats could be a little bit softer.
Okay. Yeah, they are firm, that is for sure. They are heated and ventilated here in this TRD Pro. So that's a nice touch.
The air condition works.
Yes. Yes, air conditioning works very well, to the point where some people have had to point it away from them. So very good there. Well, if you've got nothing else, I am going to pull up the window sticker for this one. So this, when it was announced, was the top trim that you could get. I mean, massive panoramic roof. I didn't even talk about the surprise feature that I really love. Look behind you. The back window rolls completely down. So, yes, when this one was announced, this was the top trim. They have since announced the capstone trim, which is a luxury version. So what do you think this full-size pickup truck costs?
We just haven't had very many pickup trucks, so I just don't even know. And I wanted to Google it, or at least Google trucks in general.
Right.
67?
Pretty doggone close. So this one, as it sits, $69,315. Before options, which again, paint and a few minor things, $66,805. So you are really close to what this TRD Pro would cost.
Yeah, cool.
Any final thoughts now that you know the price?
I still like it.
Yay! So it's on our shopping list?
No.
Oh.
No. Nice try though. Does it fit in the garage?
No, not even hardly.
Nope. But I do like driving it around. It's fine. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a truck.
Yes, there you go. So my hopes are high now. If you want to know some more stuff from Holly, some behind the scenes stuff, go find her on Instagram at Female Consumer. If you want to know more from us before it is here on the channel, find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all at GT Garage Talk. You can find our award-winning podcast and links to everything we do at gtgaragetalk.com. Be sure and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you are notified every time a new video drops from us. But as for us, I think Holly's going to enjoy this truck a little bit more while we have it. I know I am. Until next time, gearheads. Bye. Hey gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
Back there is Tucker. I mean, way back there is Tucker, because we are in the 2022 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. It says so here in our seat.
I saw one with my real eyes.
So
Of when it's